Hi guys, welcome to another video. Today's video is going to be what I've read last month and what I'm going to read over the next few months, with it being autumn and Halloween and bonfire night, and it's going to be cosy. So I'm going to go through a few of them. So what I read last month, I read a total of 3 books. It wasn't a lot because I was getting back into my reading and just seeing how things went. So I haven't read for a while, I've been working a lot, etc. So, just hop right into it. So one of the first books I read was Released by Patrick Ness. Now I did give a review of this book and it is on my blog at Tumblr, on Tumblr at The Bookcase Official. I will link that down below it again in case you want to read it. But this book I gave a 3 out of 5 stars, I think. The storyline was really good. I love Patrick Ness writing, as I read Monster Calls by Patrick Ness, and I really enjoyed that. But this book, Released, it's like the weirdest thing. It's like 2 storylines running side by side each other, and I don't understand how they link. I think I might need to read it again, but I just didn't get it at all. The main character, he is gay, and he's there's like a gay relationship going on in the book, which I loved. Like, I've never read anything like that before, and I thought it was just really diverse and great. Like, you know what, it's just something nice to read, something different, so I really enjoyed that. So yeah, it's like a coming of age story, and the main character seeing someone, and it talks about the guy that he was with before and how he thought he loved him, blah blah blah. And his best friend, who is a girl, and they're like really close. So it's set on a whole day, a whole 24 hours. But then the storyline that runs beside it is about a girl that gets murdered. I don't know if that's his name, anyway. And she becomes a ghost. I just didn't understand it at all, so that's why I gave it a really low rating. I mean, the writing was good, like I've whizzed through it. It kept me reading, but I just didn't understand what was going on, so that's that book. Bad Me by Ali Land. Now this book, when I read the synopsis, I was like, oh my god, I need to buy this. But then we took it off shelves, and then it was brought back onto shelves in paperback, so it was released in hardback originally, and then so I bought it at $3.99. I was like, yeah, because we sell books really cheap, so I bought that. It's about a girl, and her mum is a murderer. So this is what the synopsis says. Annie's mother is a serial killer, and the only way Annie can make it stop is to hand it into the police. With a new foster family, a new name, Millie, she hopes for a fresh start. Now surely she can be whoever she wants to be, but as her mother trial looms, the secrets of Millie's past won't let her sleep, because Millie's mother is a serial killer and blood is thicker than water. I gave this book a 5 out of 5 stars, absolutely loved it, loved Ali Land's writing, and it really intrigued me. And there's the scene in it where they're in a court, and it was just so realistic. I actually had an experience in a court, well, not in a courtroom, but in court trial. It is so realistic and to the point. So she definitely did a research when writing this. I'll just give it a 5 out of stars. Loved it. Then, because I really enjoyed that and I was on such a hype, I saw this book. Where did I see it now? On Amazon. It was a recommended book where the synopsis was hooked. The Roanoke Girls by Amy Engel. I think that's how you say it. Now this book is very controversial. Like, it's only a short read, but it took me a while to get through it because I was doing it at the time. I was going to read through it, but it took a lot of concentration. From like the first, second chapter, I knew what was going on. Like, it gave hints. I don't know if that was Amy's intent when she was writing it, but I knew straight away what was going on. And then at the end, it all comes out what's going on. It's called The Roanoke Girls. I mean, even the title just caught me. I just think it's something really different. And I think the whole thing about Roanoke is just interesting anyway. It's not based on Roanoke or anything, it's just like the Roanoke tribe thing. It's not based on that, but the girl called Lane, it's set in 2 times. It's set now and in the past. So one summer she goes back to her grandparents' house in Roanoke, and there's her cousin there. So they do things in that summer. So that's set in one time. I think it's set in the 60s. Flashes from now, where she goes back to her grandparents and she's an adult, to then when she was a young teenage girl, about 16 is it, and she's with a cousin. And then the snapshots of the other relatives, the other Roanoke girls, because it's based on all the girls, and there is a family tree there. So at first I didn't really understand the tree, but as I kept reading I kept flicking back to it, and then I understood like who the characters were and everything. Really interesting book, and it is very controversial, so yeah, it's just really interesting reading something different I've not read before. So, and the writing is really good. I think this is her first adult novel. She normally writes YA, I think. So, but I loved it, so it was really good. So there are the 3 books that I read last month. Now I haven't read since because I've been very busy, but I've got all these books here, but there is a few that I do want to read, so I'll go through them all. First one is The Girlfriend by Michelle Francis. That is one I do want to read. It's quite a thick book, but I'll probably get through it really quick. And then I want to read The Hidden People by Alison Littlewood. Grown Up by Gillian Flynn. I think I could get through this really quickly as it's really short. And even the writing's massive, you know, like a children's book. So I would definitely get through that in like an hour, if that. I would whiz through that. Behind Her Eyes by Sarah Pinborough. This looks really interesting. Start a chapter of Into the Water by Paula Hawkins, but I wasn't really in the mood for reading, so whether I get round to this one or not depends on how I feel. But it's set out just like going on a train with different viewpoints, so it seems to be a popular thing on thrillers, writing from different viewpoints, so I might get around to this as well. So that's all the books I think I'm going to read throughout the next months. Did want to make it a monthly thing, but I think I'll just make it like, because I'm really behind. I know we're halfway through September, I'm really behind, so I think I'll make it like a seasonal sort of thing, autumnish, winterish. So let's hope that goes well. So thank you again for watching, and I'll leave links down below. I'll probably keep my blog updated, so look out for that. Alright, thanks for watching, see you later, bye!